One of these two facts is true. 92% of the corn made in the U.S. is made from genetically modified organisms, or porcupines lay eggs. You do the math. Walk with me. That moves me into my topic of GMOs. Hi, my name's Matthew Ress, and over the next however long this video will be, I'm going to take you through an adventure of space and time, but mostly my backyard, to teach you about GMOs. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I've heard a lot about GMOs on the news and such, but what really are they? And I've asked a lot of people about GMOs, and it turns out not many people know what they are, including myself, until about a couple days ago when I really had to start working on this project. So let me tell you what they are.
A GMO, or a genetically modified organism, in its simplest form, is a cell that has been inserted with a gene from an unrelated species in order to take specific characteristics. These can be both plant and animal cells. For example, plants might be genetically engineered to develop a resistance against insects or to increase nutritional value. GMOs have been around since 1982, and even though no genetically modified animal is allowed for sale for human consumption, genetically modified plants are extremely common.
Now, there's differing views on this subject. Some scientists say it's the best thing ever, and some say it's the worst thing ever. So, to better inform you, I'm going to tell you about both sides of the argument. Now, with 80% of the average consumer's cart being filled with food products that contain GMOs, there's no wonder that there's controversy. One of the controversial issues is that the U.S. doesn't even require food companies to label their products as GMOs. Another concern is that there's no studies done by the FDA for the long-term effects. Another major concern for consumers is that GMOs can cause allergies that normally wouldn't be caused by those foods. For example, a soybean was made to have a trait of a peanut. This caused allergic reactions that wouldn't have been seen before. Another major concern is that since these GMOs are so resistant to herbicides and pesticides, that the runoff will lead into the soil and destroy the rest of the plants. This can also cause super weeds that will destroy whole fields of crops. Also, these GMOs have never been tested in their environment before. They're foreign to the ecosystem, so no one really knows what damage they can do. Now, there's not only negatives to GMOs, there's also some positives. One of the positives that was discovered after surveys is GMOs tend to taste a whole lot better than organic foods. Another positive is the fact that there's more nutritional value in GMOs. For example, rice feeds 50% of the world. Now, if you boosted the vitamin A in rice through genetically modifying it, 50% of the world would get much more of their vitamin A. Another positive to GMOs is that you can genetically modify a plant to be more resistant to both disease and pest. Also, they can grow more because they have higher yields when they're genetically modified. You can also modify the immune systems of livestock so that they live much healthier and longer lives by being less susceptible to disease. You can can also modify them so that they produce more milk and other products. Now, researchers debate whether it's ethical to modify an organism's gene or not, but based on the benefits and the risks, you have to decide on your own. Now, GMOs aren't just for plants and animals. Scientists have been studying different uses of them in the common world. One of those uses is producing a better biofuel by producing better plants that go into it. Another use is by producing vaccines in different vegetables and fruits, such as a strawberry, to give orally instead of through a shot. And one of the last uses is xenotransplantation. This is producing a tissue or an organ on an animal and then transferring it into a human. The morality of GMOs is up to you. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. But one thing's for sure, they're here to stay in the United States. Thanks for watching.